Okay guys, here we are again. We're back at it with this next video. And then I said in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of different things. One of the key things is how to create a drawing file in SolidWorks, which will give this opportunity to make sort of a wireframe in vector line work. You guys remember all these terms from when we did our stencil project? Let me get right into it and show you what I mean, okay? I'm going to open up SolidWorks here, and I've got just one of the dog toys that I made in SolidWorks years ago. Here we go. Let me switch it to a view that's a little bit more appropriate so we can see all the line work here. There we go. Perfect. Any one of you out there that wants to know how to do this is going to need to know about drawing files. Now, I don't think Charlie covered drawing files in the class. One of the easiest ways to make a drawing file is just open up your SolidWorks part in SolidWorks like this, go up to File, and then go to Make Drawing from this part. Also having a chance to make assembly, don't worry about that. Just make a drawing from this part. You're going to get this little warning box here. Just say OK. And then you're going to get another little warning box here. This is just asking you what size drawing you want to make. You pretty much don't care. You can click any one of these right here, and this one's 11 by 17. That's tabloid size. That's fine. We'll just hit OK. And then SolidWorks opens up this drawing file for you. A drawing file is like line work of your model. So it's the kind of wireframe view of your 3D model from SolidWorks. And you can see over here in this view palette in the drawing folder, drawing file, you've got all different views of your item. So I'm just going to pick any one of these because it's a circular item. It pretty much looks the same no matter which way you look at it. So I'll pick the back view here, and I'm just going to drag this onto the drawing file. And then you see that SolidWorks asks or allows me to draw out several different views. This would be the side view, and there's the front view, and then even if I go up here at a 45-degree angle, I have an option to do a 45-degree angle. None of that really makes sense unless you're using or unless you've got a model that's not a complete sphere. But anyway, you just want to hit escape to kind of stop that process. And then I'm going to zoom in here, and we're going to just take a look at what we get. Gives us this nice piece of line work from our drawing. There we go. You can see the different versions of it here. We've got a nice kind of like a low detail line work, and then we've got a higher detail line work that shows every single surface on the model. And if we go here and we right click on any one of these views, we have this option to go down to tangent edge. Tangent edge doesn't make any sense to you, but what you should know about tangent edge is that it can reveal details of the interior of your model in this line work that you're probably going to want to make full view capable. Okay, so tangent edge is visible. Let's just click on that one to see the difference. So there you go. So now we can see all the surfaces visible. And then if we right click again and go to tangent edge and go tangent edges with font, you can see we get an even cooler view where the line weights are a little bit staggered between thick lines and thin lines, and I think that probably looks the best. Also, if we click on any one of these views and we go over here to the left side, we see this display style box, which gives us the option to toggle between several different display styles, everything from shaded to shaded without edges to this one here is display the interior or display hidden lines visible. And then there's this other one here, which is just the wireframe. You get to decide which one you like more. But I mean, our goal is to create kind of a graphic with this thing. We want to show people what this model looks like inside and out. And they look more and more complex the more detail we show. So I like to pick the one that looks kind of the most complex or tricky. So at least in my case, I think that this one will probably do the trick, hidden lines visible. Let's go with that one. And at this point, we have a good variety, I think, of just different views. We've got the hidden lines visible in this one. We've got the hidden edges or the tangent edges visible on this one. And then we've got the main outline here. And we've even got this 45-degree angle one up here. So this is a drawing file in SolidWorks. We can save it as a drawing file in SolidWorks. But what we can also do at this point is just save it as an Illustrator file. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to File and go Save As. I'm going to get this save, and then I'm going to go here to save as type, and I'm going to go down to Illustrator file. Adobe Illustrator file. So I can save this as an AI. I can also save it as a DXF, which you recognize. I can even save it as a Photoshop file or a JPEG or a TIFF, depending on what you like. But for this one, we're going to go Illustrator because we want to be able to change the color of the line work, and because we're just most comfortable with Illustrator files as far as line work goes. So Adobe Illustrator, and then I'm going to save it in that folder I made on my desktop where all of my process book stuff is, and I'll even save it in the AI file. So there we go. Wonderful. So now let's skip over to Illustrator. We're going to go Illustrator Open. We're going to go to the AI file. We're already there. We're going to go to the file we just made in SolidWorks, and we're going to go to Open, and we're going to get that out of our way, and we're going to take a look. Now here is our drawing file inside of Illustrator. So if I select any one of these, you can now see that I have got access to perfect line work built from SolidWorks with all of the super cool details of your model outlined in perfect vector line work that you can do whatever you want with. You can change the color of it, you can change the line weight, you can export to a DXF and do laser cuts. I mean, you have a ton of options with this right now, so that's really exciting to see this. Okay, let's see, I'm just going to kind of pick my favorite of the 3 or the 4 views, and I'm just going to move them away. Sometimes, certain things can get grouped. It looks like we've got a bunch of center points that are grouped here. I'll just delete those. And this is definitely the winner as far as all 3 of these views. I seem to like this one the best. So I'm just going to copy it, and I'm going to create a new document, and I'm going to paste it. Okay, just going to get it on its own and get it where I need it and get it where I can edit it without having to worry about all the other stuff on this page. Because the one thing about exporting drawing files to AI is that you also have all this other stuff that comes along with it, like all these borders and callouts and stuff like that. And it's easy enough to just delete that stuff if you want, but it's, in my opinion, just easier to kind of get what you want out of this and get it on its own page and then save that. And so you've got the asset you need to add to your book. Okay, so we're just going to call this, dog toy wireframe. Okay, cool. Maybe one too many of these. Good. Oh, jeez. Suddenly I can't spell. It's been a long day. There we go. Cool. Now this is just like any sort of line work that you would draw with the pen tool. Okay, you can go over here. You can double click on this. You can add a new color to this and it will change it to whatever color you want. If you want, you can go File. You can go Export. You can go over here and you can create a DXF file, which you can send over to Chris at the RP Studio, and you can have this thing cut out of a laser cutter or use the raster cutter or whatever. You can save this as a JPEG and fill it in with Photoshop. You can do so much stuff with this. Now that we're back in AI, we're in comfortable territory, so we know what to do with this, okay? More than anything, we just want to save it right now as an AI file. And then I'm going to go back over to my InDesign document. Let's take a look at this. And let's place that AI file into my InDesign document and just see what happens. So File, Place. We're going to go here to the folder that we've been saving all of our stuff in. That's not it. Process book is the one we're looking for. There we go. Dog toy wireframe. There's our file. And we can go here and we can just click this down and we can take a look at what we get. Okay, so voila, look at that. Now we've got a AI file placed into InDesign. We can check our links panel and we'll see the AI right there. We can right click on that AI and we can open with Illustrator CC if we want. It'll open it right back up. We could maybe change the color if we want. Let's do that. You guys know the drill. All of this stuff is fine. Good, we'll save that file and we'll close that file and we will skip back over to InDesign, and when we change the color in Illustrator, it changes the color in InDesign automatically. But the fun thing about having an AI file inside InDesign is that the background is transparent. So again, we're pretending that this golden retriever picture is one of your cool renderings, and now you've got one of your wireframes overlaid over the top. I know that's a little bit confusing. In our next video, I will go through the bit about creating transparent PNG files from your SolidWorks. We'll use the dog toy as an example, and then this whole page will make a lot more sense. But we've covered so much in this little video here that I really want to pull the plug and just show you this fun trick about creating wireframes from your SolidWorks files and then getting them from SolidWorks into Illustrator and then from Illustrator into InDesign, which we just did. Okay, fun stuff, guys. Okay, we'll keep it up in the next one. Thanks for watching so much, and I will see you later.